watching Leadership TV here, and of course, remember you are on to the spice here on this channel. I am Cynthia Onuado, and I have a beautiful lady here beside me, Ruth Nwoko. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Cynthia.
So let's get you up to speed on the trending stories that trended this week, beginning with, of course, our very own African giant, the Odogu himself. We know that recently Burnaboy had a live video interaction with his fans where he was fielding questions and of course just bantering and interacting. And what stood out for me from that live video was of course the fact that he said there are some OGs that paved the way for him in the industry and he looks up to them. That shocked him because recently or last year, Burnaboy was ranting and going off and on that nobody paved any way for him. Oh, nobody should come and claim what they didn't come and say where they didn't even reap. So nobody should even claim that they paved any way for him, that he paved the way for himself. Well, Burnaboy is having a change of heart and mentioning to Baba, Wande Cole, Larry Gaga, and I think two other people. What do you have to say about that?
Well, at the end of everything, I still believe that everybody knows his mates. You understand?
Yeah.
So the fact that you came out from nowhere and you're just going far doesn't mean that there wasn't somebody in that path before you came. I mean, look at Two-Face. Would you compare Two-Face, what he did and all his trademark and all everything, and then up till now, and they're now coming to say, okay, that it is just you? Of course, no. There has to be people who has paved the way, and Odogu is right, actually, because at the end of the day, he knows who his mate is.
What was the reason why last year he was claiming that nobody paved the way for him, and then all of a sudden he's now coming to change mouth? Burnaboy has a pride issue. Forget that he calls himself African giant. He needs to be calming down sometimes.
Actually, almost all of the Nigerian celebrities, almost all the Nigerian entertainers have pride issues.
Okay, pride.
You can't take it away from them. Yes, it's there.
But that doesn't make it right because we love them, we see them, and we're I love you. That doesn't mean we won't pinpoint when they go wrong.
Yes, actually, so it's more like the banter that Timini had with Zubi about a few minutes ago. You know,
right.
So you cannot take pride and Nigerian celebrities is like Gary and water. You cannot separate them. They're always working together. Biggest in this, biggest in that, biggest in that. At the end of the day, everybody still knows who their mate is and who their father is. So I think that is what we are seeing right now.
Definitely, I have to give it, even if I'm going to flog him or say some words against him, at the end of the day I still have to give kudos to him.
Yes.
You can lie to everybody, but you can't lie
you can't lie to yourself.
Let's just say he was speaking out of anger or pride last year, and finally he has calmed down and just wants to tell us these are the people that paved the way for him. Timaya, Tubaba, Dibanj, Larry Gaga, Wande Cole, these very guys, when I was coming up, they really encouraged me. So kudos to Burnaboy for acknowledging that finally and dropping that ego and that pride.
Somebody's my senior.
Definitely. And he also talked about kids too. I think fans asked him where he will have kids because although we not even want baby mama, I'm not praising that lifestyle. I'm not praising it. But him saying that he's not ready to have kids right now because he won't be present for them. He's pursuing his career. And the kind of love his dad and mom has showered on him, he won't be able to give that to him. What do you have to say about that? The fact that he doesn't even have any baby mama. Is his mother a factor in that?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I believe the guy just knows what he wants. That was it. And not to kudos to whatever he was smoking then, because it was bringing the truth out of him effortlessly. Yes, that is true, because he was trying to pinpoint that he had his mom and his dad, and he would want to give his kids more. Definitely. Meaning that what he implies is that he wants to bring kids into a home, like it's not where they have their father and they have their mother and they are putting hands together to train them just the way his parents, or even much more than what his parents has done for him. So I feel like the guy actually does know what he wants.
Of someone that has his life together, has everything planned. Shout out to you, Burnaboy.
Odogu himself, giant.
Continue to support and love you in the midst of your pride and ego and
everything.
You're kicking.
You're still our one.
Your toes. Alright, moving on now. Let's take a look at the war in Davido's camp. Our 001, our Odogu. Recently we heard from a blogger, Stella Dimokopoulos, that Davido has allegedly sacked his lawyer, Bobo Ajugwa, for doing more than himself. Yes, this lawyer is also trying to, shift himself into the celebrity lifestyle and all that, and he has been accused of stealing money from Davido. For example, one of the shows Davido held in Madison Square Garden in the US, it was said that Bobo could not account for the money that were made from the tickets on that show, and even Davido at a point could not even pay for hotel bills. He could not even pay for food.
Yes,
Davido,
can imagine.
Our own Idolo,
you can imagine.
Hey,
you can imagine.
Our own Idolo could not pay for water. He started calling daddy from Nigeria. Daddy, I can't pay for food. Imagine.
No, that's so bad. That's so bad.
The blogger Stella Dimokokus actually heaped a lot of accusations on Bobo as the reason why Davido sacked him. So minutes after that, blog started carrying that news. Davido had to post on his Instagram that is not what happened. The blogger is lying. That in life you move ahead, people change. But of course, he's still very good friends with Bobo Ajigba. And of course, Stella Dimokokus, being who she is, came out to say, no, Davido, you don't lie on me. This journalism work, I didn't start it yesterday. You don't take. So you are definitely hiding some vital information, and leave it for me to bring it out. So please, whatever I'm saying, I stand on it. And Stella also accused Bobo Ajigba of trying to be like a manager of money and manager of friends, trying to manage the kind of friends Davido has around him, even trying to stop Davido's marriage to Chioma. Now that one pay me, oh. I don't joke with my Chichi or my Chef Chi. I don't joke with her. So that particular accusation pained me. And Stella continued and was accusing Bobo of trying to manage Davido even more than Davido's manager, Asasika. More than Davido's manager, trying to now act as a manager, the kind of people that Davido has around him and all of that. So the whole thing was just too much, I beg. And then I saw a video of Israel dancing.
I feel like drama has a way of coming to Davido.
Davido is just devout.
Has a way of walking right into his front door and are playing out itself because the people around Davido, most of the people around Davido do not deserve him. Yes, because it's more like, okay, now we have at least one or two stories to add up to like try to prove that Bobo could actually be stealing from Davido. And now this is Davido coming out to say, no, he's still my guy, just leave it. I don't want to say people change.
Yeah.
Like he mentioned that people change. So it means that
something is definitely wrong.
But this guy does not want that trouble. He doesn't want that drama. He's had a whole lot of dramas in his life, and he just let it be. Let this guy just go. Let it be. And whoever Bobo's PA is, hey, like I say, drama just has a way of walking into Davido's life because that guy is going through a lot because of people around him. Now he started to sack drama, and this is Israel coming out to dance. What are you bantering for? What is it? Leave the whole thing.
Israel too went on an attacking spree with Bobo's PA. Now Bobo, the lawyer, has a spokesperson.
You can imagine.
He doesn't even have a spokesperson, but his lawyer has
a spokesperson.
So the lawyer has also accused Israel of being a rat. When I mean a rat, that's
the bush
Israel goes to sell stories about Davido's inner camp to bloggers. Yes, he goes out to sell stories, and he might have been the one that might have sold this story to Stella Dimokokus. So what do you have to say about that? Israel being the inner rat. Because Davido has a lot of people around him. And you know that over the years, there are people that started with Davido that are no longer with him. Like Aloma DMW. Yeah. There are some of his close friends that
are no longer
that, Peruzzi. They're just that type CBG. It's like some of them that started the 30 BG together.
Yes, are no longer there.
Some had to just drop on the road. So you think Davido has to drop some of his crew members? He has to let them go.
Should I call names starting from?
You can call anyone you like.
He should drop Israel as well. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Davido has sacked Israel so much. He should sacked Israel multiple times.
But there's difference between keeping somebody outside your life, like kick them out of your life. Davido has actually sacked Israel maybe so many times, but it's still part of his life. Well, he still has inner Kako's information, which is not supposed to be so. Definitely. So if Davido wants peace, like the lasting one, now the one that will last at least 1 month, let this guy stay at least 1 month straight. So that Davido will breathe. OVO should breathe. Israel should go outside first and stay one place.
Well, this kind of lawyer said, I have an issue. All these controversies that Davido has been involved in, if the lawyer is up and doing, I don't think Davido's name will be
everywhere.
This one will come out and say Davido impregnated me in New York.
Imagine.
This one will come and say I met Davido in Dubai.
We
met and we did. Please, Mr. Lawyer, what is your
What
job?
is your job?
But then again, we say Davido is 31 and be 32, so the lawyer cannot be the one to always tell him what to do.
At the end of the day, you have a job to do.
Mhm.
Every celebrity has a lawyer. At the end of the day, you have a job to do.
Definitely.
Even Odogu that we just finished speaking about has his own. The fact that he doesn't have kids, or like we don't know that he has kids, doesn't mean that he doesn't have one or two linings that are being washed background that we don't know. So the same thing with what is happening here in Davido's camp. People around him are not very, very effective to this celebrity life. It is just that people love, like celebrities love Davido. If not, people around him would have messed up his life a long time ago. Davido should cook at so many people. Open the door, start throwing people out of your house because you need peace, my brother.
Because at the end of the day, as long as we love these celebrities, their images also
I'm telling you.
So I'm telling you. To clean up their, because they will mess up.
They will mess up.
Who are those charged with the responsibility of cleaning up their mess? Their managers, their lawyers, their publicity officers, or their PR. Those are the people that are tasked with the responsibility of cleaning up their image, because that's what they are being paid for.
Yes.
It's like they're just eating his money and they're not even protecting him. And Davido too. Davido reacts too much to everything. My 001 need to calm down. Everything you carry phone and reply. You don't respond too much. You are the dolo, you are the 001. So just, in short, ignore criticisms. Davido is too sensitive. He reacts too much.
That's the difference between Davido and Wizkid, actually.
I wish you just, ignore.
Yes.
I wish you just ignore.
Yes.
But then we are looking out for this particular war and chaos.
Yes, to see how it ends.
I saw Israel dancing, rejoicing. Israel, tomorrow might be your turn.
Why are you even rejoicing? Why are you rejoicing?
Tomorrow it might be your turn. No. So let's move away from that now. And on a sad note, Mohbad's autopsy recently surfaced. We got to see the report from the pathologist day before yesterday, and of course the report says the pathologist said it would have been good if Mohbad's body was taken to the mortuary after he passed, as he had been buried horribly for over a week. Remember that his father, put him into the ground and buried him, so they could not ascertain the real cause of his death. And concerning the rumors that are going around that there was fresh blood in his coffin, the pathologist said that it rained a date when Mohbad's body was exhumed, so it was just a mixture of sand and soil and water and all of that looks like blood. So the pathologist also disregarded reports that Mohbad was buried alive, and some people were insinuating. He said he was dead before he was buried and he was not strangled, because an autopsy was also carried out on his neck area. So the pathologist showed the court some parts of his neck where they were tested and removed to verify this actual statement. They also checked his liver and his kidney, and they ascertained that he wasn't poisoned.
The cause of death cannot be determined. Because he gave a lot of reasons. They said by the time they conducted the test, the body had discomposed. And that it is not possible for them to determine the cause of death. So in summary, he's saying the cause of death cannot be what? Ascertained. And when you say the cause of death cannot be ascertained, it is suspicious. It is not clear. No particular reason. But he also went further to say that it may be attributed to reaction to certain drugs administered on him before he died. Again, he then qualified that again to say he does not know whether it is those drugs that actually led to his death. So, like the other senior advocate mentioned, this is an inquiry into the cause and manner of death. The other fact that we are reviewing today concerning disagreement between Mohbad and his wife, and also the disagreement between Mohbad and the Sam Larry and all that. All of this came out today for me. testimony of one of the witnesses. But what is important is that this pathologist has given his evidence today, and we have taken a day to examine him, to ask him questions on the report. So until those questions are asked, we cannot say this is the outcome.
So after checking his liver and kidney and his neck and everything, they came up with a final report that his cause of death could not be ascertained. Mohbad's case makes me very, very sad because I don't even have the right words. I feel like the publicity the case got actually worked against it. When crime issues like this come up and then there are insinuations here and the people are not sure, sometimes publicity sheds more light on it and then you get the advantage out of that situation. But in Mohbad's case, it actually worked against him because there were, so many opinions here and there. Very Dark Man was on one side. We had Gist Lover on another side. We had Iyabo Ojo and Toto Dike. They were trying all their best. We had Mohbad's father too.
Yeah.
On another end, we had Mohbad's wife's
baby mama,
sister.
yes.
It was just too much, honestly. What do you have to say about it? Even the fact that the pathologist is reporting that his cause of death cannot be ascertained, please. After like 2 days or 3 days, he was buried and
he
then
was
his body
exhumed,
and then
and
you are
then
saying you can't. Really? I don't know.
at the end of the day, like right now, I feel like we should give 2 seconds silence so that
Yeah.
Mohbad, because this guy deserves to rest in peace.
He does.
I don't know if he's resting in peace right now with everything that is going on with his name. If stories of the whole spirit thing that we hear is true, because come on, it has lingered for too long. And it is high time we come to fact with the terms that everybody seems to be hiding something about this Mohbad's
About
issue.
the knowledge,
Like everybody's story is not adding up. There is always lacuna
much
here and there. This one has its own story, this one has its own story. Because how is the doctor not finding out? Even a doctor. At least tell us something. Give us something to hold on to. Like, his fans deserve that. His family members, they deserve that. They deserve to know. They say something must kill a man. So just give us something to hold on to. And we are not having anything at all to hold on to. You can imagine how his father feels, how his baby mama and his son would feel in the future. That little boy, to know that this is a situation under which your dad died and there's nothing to say about it. Like, I feel like everybody, they should bury Mohbad. They should bury him and let him rest.
So sad,
It's so sad, and it has lingered for too long.
It's like the pathologists are trying to tell us in a way, oh, he died a natural death. Everybody should just
Yeah, and you know,
but all the skepticism
Yes,
around the
yes.
death, it makes it so uncomfortable.
and you know the pathologist also did mention that the fact that I could not find anything wrong with him, like the cause of his death, could be due to certain drugs that he took before he died.
Yeah.
So they are somewhat insinuating that Mohbad was on hard drugs when he died.
Probably.
And
it could be the hard drugs.
yes.
It could be the drugs from the he
To the hospital. Yes. And unfortunately, dead body no they talk. Dead body no they give statements. That is the case. So Mohbad is not here to tell us if he smoked anything or he took anything or he took drugs. Let him rest in peace.
But this has reduced my faith in the Nigerian police and how they carry investigations. I'm not dragging anyone, but I'm just saying my mind. The way they carried out this investigation was unnecessarily lengthy, and I feel it was just done shabbily. We had Boy on one end talking about his friendship with Davido. We had with Mohbad, we had people he went to the concert with that night that can't even give
an account,
definite account of the events of that day. We have his wife, and the movement from court, and then his father. It was just too much.
It was too much.
I feel like the police didn't do their right job. Everything was done shabbily.
Yes.
And sometimes we might want to say, okay, this is Nigeria and how things they go. This is how things
and with all of the celebrities that got involved,
start doing the right thing. When? Maybe I'm sorry, maybe not in our generation, maybe in another generation, because it's so sad. My faith in the Nigerian police has been, reduced with this particular Mohbad case, because I felt a lot could have been done better. The police could have handled it a lot more better. Answers need to be given out to people. We need answers.
Yes.
Not just telling everybody move on with your life because of death cannot be ascertained. It's a shabby investigation, really, and it's just so sad. And we say again, may the soul of Mohbad
rest in
and
peace.
the souls of all the faithful departed
Rest in peace. Yeah.
So on a funny note now, let's talk about Portable and get to watch this video of when he was jumping the fence and running away from the police They're trying to arrest him for his refusal to complete his payment on his G-Wagon. We'll be right back. Let's just watch this video.
It's a warrant of arrest.
Okay, that's all right.
My fault. Right?
No problem, no problem. Yeah.
So you're under arrest.
Okay, no problem.
Anything you say. Hey, hello.
No problem, I got it.
Anything you say now, go for it.
No problem now. Hey, Safa.
Hey.
No problem. I go die today. Come here, bro. Come here.
Put that moto. Put that.
All right, I hope you saw that very funny one from Portable. I mean, everybody have been calling him a Spider-Man. He paid 13 million naira for a 27 million naira G-Wagon.
Yeah, and he didn't pay 40 million naira outstanding debt.
Does it mean that Portable doesn't have this money, or he's just being stubborn, honestly?
You know, first of all, before we talk about Portable, let's talk about the person that he bought this car from. Because how are you borrowing Portable money? Hey, no. How are you carrying your hard-earned money to borrow Portable? Portable that was in remand last year. Let us not forget. And this year, he's coming to borrow something as huge as 14 million naira. Portable was in remand last year.
It's a risk business.
It's not for everybody.
The money to pay the for
yes.
The services you render to them.
Yes.
That's one of the risks of this. So I think we should give kudos to business people because it's not easy.
I'm telling
Their
you.
money is always hanging somewhere.
I'm telling you. And if you are doing business, check the track record of the person you are doing business with. Let Portable come to your shop and buy something and owe you money. You will not have explanation, no.
But let us look at how the police were manhandling Portable in that video. Please, is it fair? There's nowhere in Nigerian law that in owing this is a crime. Even Nigerian government is owing this. We are owing electricity bill. We are owing so much. So why?
And nobody's dragging us like Portable.
Honestly, it's not fair. Please, I like Portable. So the way they manhandle him was just unnecessary. Tell me how somebody will have to go and sleep. Okay, I know a lot of people.
Yeah, he spent a night.
People sleep in police
but
cells.
celebrity of that magnitude, our celebrity, Portable, Zazu,
but
zoo.
then again, is it that Portable doesn't have that money, or he just wants to owe? Because he said the car has issues, and return the car now.
No.
Or pay the balance. No. It was just too much. Portable is a lot. There's a lot of drama surrounding him from the kind of music he makes.
Yes.
To his baby mamas, his wife, and even the way he comments with these women on social media.
Yes, like
he has no filter.
Like
Portable is just too much.
And see,
that's what makes him unique.
Yes,
anyway.
and see, he's coming out to produce Spider-Man, and he has not paid the money. He has not paid that money, and he wants to release Spider-Man. Okay, I was saying it that nobody should borrow Portable money.
It's a risk.
Okay, it's a risk. Don't try it. Don't try it. It's not like you are pursuing a madman who is mad.
No.
That is it. That is it. That is the best case scenario right now.
What he was doing when he saw the police coming after him, and then the way they were even handling him.
It is
our own Zazu.
That was the only way. Were you expecting Portable to follow police and enter? No. He has to drag, so they had to drag him.
Alright, people, this is where we ended the entertainment gist for today here on Leadership TV. I hope you enjoyed this particular episode here with me, Cynthia Onwado, and Ruth.
Oh, cool.
Thank you. We'll be back next week with more entertainment gist. Stay with us here on Leadership TV.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.